Yeah, what the subject said. Instead of being satisfied at all, as my autopilot self told me that I would be, I instead am feeling guilty. Be me, trying to convert to Catholicism. Meet a girl that was friends with my online friends and also goes to the same school I go to. The girl has her own baggage of problems. Loads of problems. I try and talk to her, help her out or some shit. She eventually gets too cozy with me and tries to ask me out. I reject her. She apparently gives up on me, gets a boyfriend. She eventually breaks up with boyfriend because he is a pedophile. Her eyes set on me again. Holishit.jpg. She gets incredibly close to me in class, walking where I walk. I start to get somewhat interested. She starts talking about something like a friendship with benefits. Everything goes downhill from here. She starts kissing me and tongue kissing me outside of school. I like it. One day, we decide to go to the park. There we engage in all sorts of perverted shit. I spank her, spit roast her, slap her, you name it. Idea. Tells her to suck me off and I would suck her tits and ass. She accepts. Gives me oral. I do not feel that much relieved after. Feel pain in my stomach as if I did something wrong. I tell her that would be the last time we would do such a thing. She gets confused and seems to feel rejected. MFW. Afterwards, she leaves the park in an extremely awkward and saddened way. What should I do in this situation? This relationship is going into a direction that was actually far more terrible than I first thought it would be. She will either grab onto me even more than she did before or let me go as a friend. 1. It goes against my Christian morals and makes me feel more inconsistent than I already feel. 2. I have my own baggage. I have ADHD that I don't feel is being treated too well. I live on autopilot most of the time and would screw her over if I got into a relationship. Normal fag and mobile user here, so bear with me. Be me. End of October. Really stressed. Compsy fag, so have tons of finals to do. Have this night class, had to convince prof to barely pass me on the final. It was raining and I was driving home. Instead I, for some reason, decide to take a long way home and speed very fast. It was raining hard all day before this and was raining currently. Hydroplaned 2 times till I crashed. Hit a tree all in my left side, car totaled. Somehow survived, pulled myself out of the car after realizing I broke my right arm. Drag my ass out of the car right before the ambulance comes and pulls me out. I remember being in the ambulance, then all was white. Body felt like inverting on itself like a black hole, still could hear and talk for a little. See dad and tell him how stupid and retard I feel, he says he loves me. Dad suffered a similar incident, car crash, and was told to never walk again. He pulled through and is very healthy today. Back to me, find out I suffer a left hip fracture, right arm fracture, and a minor concussion. FFW 4 months to today. Realize my subconscious might have decided that I should kill myself. MFW. I might be retarded for what I've done, but I always wonder why I did this in the first place. I did have reckless behavior in the past when driving, maybe I was too reckless when it came to driving in general, but I've always thought that suicide was stupid and couldn't understand why people go through it, but I think I know why. I remember everything too, which is super weird. Overall experience wasn't painful but weird, getting better BTW, gonna start physical therapy soon. Any thoughts? IN before I get roasted on my current disability. I've been with this girl for almost 3 years now. The last year has been quite smooth. We live together and share a pet. We both work stable jobs and divide our bills pretty evenly. Her sense of responsibility is much better than mine, and she keeps things functional. For the most part, we are politically aligned. We have vanilla sex twice per week and rarely fight. Our relationship seems quite mature in the present moment. But I am forever haunted by how I met this girl, for what reason, and how we ever came to be in a relationship. It makes me uncomfortable and regretful. Which is why she has still not met my parents. But let me tell you, anons. Be me. Use Whisper app to solicit sex. She is using fake profile to scam troll men. Eventually get her to drop the fake profile. She is 18-year-old virgin, just a few weeks out of high school. I'm 24. Really want to fuck a virgin. The entirety of our conversation for a month is predicated on me taking her virginity. Hang out a few times. Eventually have sex in her house while her mother is home. Do it a few more times in degrading fashion. She would literally cry whenever I tried to leave. Soon announces she loves me, don't stop her. Announces we are BF and GF, don't stop her. We both leave to move to our respective colleges. She wants to visit every 2 to 3 weeks and I have to buy plane tickets. She cries in the airport for hours every time she has to leave me. Makes us FaceTime every night. Eventually moves in and drops out of school because of COVID bullshit. Be me, autist. Go to the psychologist. Meetings are supposed to be 40 mins. Usually stay with her 1:30 hour 2 hours, for free, sometimes talking about irrelevant shit like literature. I always send her my diary. I notice she is lonely as fuck. I start to subtly lick her ass in it and push her buttons, like writing that she is intelligent. She offers me a ride to some activity. To be fair, she probably does that with all patience. She always has this weird expression of interest I have never seen in a therapist. I usually thought it was because I'm high IQ and some people find how my mind works interesting. Yes, it has happened. No, it's not a delusion. I go to a different therapist weekly, they work with each other. I tell her sometimes I'm embarrassed to contact therapist 1 because I'm taking a lot of her time. She says it doesn't matter because she admires me a lot. She stares at me to see my reaction. I put a poker face and move on. WTF is going on here? I'm an autist, so I can't really tell. INB4 she wants to fuck you. I highly doubt it. I'm a 24-yo neat. For example, one story I tell is how when I was a child, actually it's easier to greentext it. Be me. Around 11 or 12. Find myself on a dating app for some reason. Start talking to a woman. We really hit it off talking about school and what we want in life. She expresses her interest in dating me. Sends a pic. Kinda chunky but okay. Send her a pic back. No response for a long time. Then I don't think we should talk anymore. Blocked. It helps to connect it back to the present. Whenever I tell this story I start by saying I have always had a hard time getting dates. Be me. 20. 6'4". Good chin and jawline. Deep voice. Basically high test. But, acne scarring. Lanklet. Never had a GF. Low confidence. Waggy. How do I fix my situation? Especially the low confidence part, I feel as though that's the one thing that's stopping me from getting a GF. Start with the self-sufficiency at home. I forgot to ask if you have any hobbies. Whatever skills you picked up from there may be transferable to the workplace. You know what? Fuck it. Be me. 22yo college dropout dropped out spring 2021. Also me, everybody in my life think I'm graduating from college this summer, but they don't know I dropped out. Know that taxing season is coming up and Pop needs the 1098T because I'm a dependent. Plan for the worst, kicked out of parents' apartment ideally before tax season. Contradictory, I know, stfoo. I may be a lil fucked, but I'm not that fucked to screw my parents over with the IRS. Pack a grab and go backpack. Learn basic budgeting and nutrition. BC California took away home ec to ensure serfdom. Take note of nearby temp agency within walking distance. Type up a basic CV following this format. Profile, sell yourself in 3 to 4 sentences. Best qualities, list of skills. Sell it, man. Additional skills, anything i.e. proficiency in Microsoft Office. Hobbies, interests, perception, interesting, possibly sociable person. Achievements, I have none that are major. I only have personal achievements. Education, I put it last BC, as I stated above. TLDR, any lil bit helps to slap onto the resume. Do not forget about the human factor in CV evaluations. Note, even if in job interview you get asked about the gap, remember. What did you do during that time? If this don't help, then maybe you should check your head. If fuck all, pray help from above. Be me. Been drinking 3 bottles of cider each day for the past 3 days. Work is 9 hours Wajikik service job. Barely no sleep for the past 3 days because going to bar late after work. Almost never eaten anything for the past 3 days due to loss of appetite and feeling full after 1 bite. Massive liver pain. Liver feels cold when drinking water. Some online articles say this could be liver cancer. I'm gonna see a doctor tomorrow, but is there anything I can do to ease it up? Has anyone gone through the same before? Be me. Have rich mom who spoils me. I'm rich neat. Never had a job before. Cringe when I read Up's post. Why am I like this?